Hello, and I know the actual gap between this and the last episode was not very high, but I really did record the last episode like almost a year ago now. And it just went up just because I had such a massive backlog um, of episodes to upload. So that's the reason for that. But I do not forget where I left off. I said I was gonna do the Houkago Cycle Club as being a separate thing for the main episode rather than the 250 because it's an actual good anime. Um, yeah, I had my prediction of hoping that we would be out of the virus when um, when the episode went out, and that was very much not the case. I did not predict any of this happening. It is worse. It's a lot worse than when it was when I recorded that episode. That episode went out like March, or I think I recorded it like March, and it is terrible now, which you probably know. Well, actually, no one really watches these. But at the time that this is being recorded right now, it is genuinely awful, just everywhere in terms of coronavirus. It's just terrible. Yeah, if you look at uh, the the data, it's awful. Um, like in my home country of Canada, it's pretty terrible. No bueno at all. It's 500,000 people have gotten it. 14,000 people have died, which is scary. Um, Even in just today, 7,000 new people got it. 100 people died. Those are not good numbers. 7,000 recovered, so that means there's 600 new cases that haven't recovered. Like, in terms of you take the numbers and look at the difference, there's 600 more people who have it today than did yesterday, which is not a good thing. Still nowhere near as bad as the U.S. 200,000 new cases, 180,000 recovered. So 20,000 new people have it. I didn't before, which is a fair bit worse. Like it's about 3 times as bad there as it is here per capita. So yeah, that's at least we're not as bad as that. But in terms of anime, not as many got produced this year because of the virus. But anyway, in terms of what I watched, well, I didn't watch as much intentionally. I didn't want to watch as much just because last year I watched too much. So I don't actually have a huge amount of anime to talk about. But we are starting out with Houkago Cyclo Club, which was actually better than I expected. It's very cute. It's Houkago Cyclo Club or Houkago After School Dice Club, um, and it's about a group of girls who play board games and stuff after school. It's very cute. Like I mean, they're all very cute in general. That's what their character designs are meant to be. There's also one of the girls, the girl with the glasses, Midori. She wants to make her own board games, and she does. And I mean, they seem like they would be fun. They talk a lot about the history and stuff. Like she's really invested in the history of board games and the like, and I think that's cool. Like I like these kinds of anime that just take a topic that we don't really think about much and then just deeply explore it, but also show us cute girls to explain it to us. Because I mean that's the most fun way to learn about things. Through cute girls. Um, Also, one of the main girls, um, what was it, Aya? She's very cute. She's honestly just so adorable. She has like these nice, like brown twin tails, and have these beautiful earrings as well. She, I think she has a crush on a guy. Or maybe I think she. Yeah, no, I think it is like a guy likes her and she kind of likes him back, and um, so they're like kind of together, but not fully romantic together. But it's cute. It's very cute, and it's even though it's an all of the main characters are girls, it's not Yuli, so that's interesting. I mean, and the guy that she likes is quite cute as well, so that's good. Um, yeah. Yeah, if you like board games, and I do like board games. I grew up with a lot of board games, so I had that kind of connection with it of, you know, seeing these girls do something that I know a fair bit about, but also, you know, learning new board games that I hadn't heard of before and seeing them explain the rules and stuff. And like so much of board games is the rules, but you don't really think about that when you're playing it. But yeah, you need to know a lot about the rules of board games before you play them. But yeah, it's a cool anime. I would recommend it if you like cute girls or board games or just learning about little niche topics that you just don't really think about much. Um, and then I watched Tenki no Ko, um, or Weathering with You. I actually saw this in theaters, and I watched it with some friends as well. Like, what was it? All the way back in time when movie theaters were still open. Um, we we went to a movie theater together, and it was like this. These two like post-secondary places, was it UBC and SFU, their anime clubs organized an event of going to see Tenki no Ko together, which was cool. I liked it. It's cool to just be with a bunch of other anime fans from the area, you know, who are post-secondary. um, and yeah, so that was fun. But I went with some friends as well, and so yeah, that was nice. Talked a bit about it afterwards. There was also a bit from the director. Oh yeah, Makoto Shinkai. There was an interview of him after the movie, but the movie plot itself, it's neat. It's about a girl who has like these magical powers to control the weather. She's essentially a magical girl. People don't consider it to be a Mahou Shoujo anime. It's not a warrior anime. It's not like she's fighting demons or something with her magical powers, but she is a girl. She uses magic, and she kind of has the same sorts of things about her that magical girls do. So I would consider it a magical girl anime, even though I know not many people are gonna agree with me, but I think it's a magical girl anime. Um, but yeah, it's very cool. Obviously it's Makoto Shinkai, so it's the same sort of idea as the rest of his films. So, like, it's you have a boy and a girl. There's romance between each other, but they have some sort of a distance between them, and so the distance here is mainly it's supernatural distance, for the most part. Like for most of the film, it's kind of the supernatural distance between them, where they're that's the main guy has no magical powers, and then he's with this girl who has all these magical powers, and but doesn't really know how to utilize them properly until he shows her what kind of things that they could do. Um, but as the movie progresses, then the distance between them changes, and it's a different type of distance. But uh, it's funny how similar they all are. But I think he's improving anyway. Like, I did like it more than Kimi no Nawa. So even though it's kind of the same film again, I think he's getting better at it. I think that the more times that he makes the same film, like, he gets a little better each time, and eventually we'll have Kimi no Nawa like a fifth time, and it'll be, or even more than that. I haven't seen all of his films. I just know the ones I've seen of his all have the same plot, or have the same themes to them. And but yeah, I think like a couple films down the road, he will probably still be making the same types of films, and they'll probably be a little bit better, but not by much. I would recommend it if you enjoyed Kimi no Nawa. You like yeah, if you enjoyed Kimi no Nawa, it's gonna be a good watch. It doesn't matter even if you like it a little less or if you like it a little more. You'll probably enjoy it because it's a very similar film. They also have the main characters of Kimi no Nawa show up, because it's in the same universe. And yeah, there's a lot of things I could talk about, which would be spoilers, and I would rather avoid doing that. But yeah, it's good. It's cute. The main girl I think is really cute. But also just his backgrounds are beautiful. Because of course they are. There's Makoto Shinkai. and the weather stuff, he does a lot of cool stuff with that. Yeah, I would recommend it. It's a good film. After that, I watched Rifle is Beautiful, which is not a good anime in any sense of the word. It is it's kind of like painfully boring, or painfully average, really, is the best way to describe it. It's which is unfortunate because I kind of went into it expecting it to be dead awful, like something that is just disgusting, but it's just boring. And there's also this gif this little very short scene of the main girl in a bra, and her breasts are like huge, and then when she actually puts her shirt on, they shrink down to absolutely nothing. It's like she has a TARDIS in her shirt. But yeah, aside from spatial inconsistencies, yeah, the main girl, she has the blonde hair and the ribbon, which is very common. It's there's like a lot of characters who have that same hairstyle. I'm not sure exactly how she gets her ribbons to stay up so well. Maybe she puts like starch in them or something. I don't know. But yeah, they stand up, and like the girls are cute, and Girls with Guns sounds fun. Like it's cool. It's girls and they shoot things, but it's just boring. And there's so many of these anime where you have cute girls doing things that are interesting, but it's just bland. Like, they don't really do too much with the shooting aspect, and then you just have them kind of chilling, I think there was some mealy bait in it, because of course there is, because it's cute girls doing cute things. It's just so average, and yeah, there was just nothing in it that was particularly interesting. It wasn't like so disgustingly average that it becomes bad, like Girlfriend Carrie, but it's still just boring. So yeah, if I actually don't know who I would recommend this to, because I wouldn't recommend it to people who like guns, and to people who like girls. Like the girls' personalities aren't really much of anything. They're just kind of there, like that. I don't know. The main character is like a Genki girl, and I can't remember what the other girls were like. They're all boring. So yeah, I would kind of just recommend to not watch it, because it's just not very good. Um. Anyway, after that, apparently, well, oh yeah, I watched this piece of trash, Meshi Mase Lotus To Senki Sorate Oishino, or Enjoy Record of Lotus War. Is it delicious? And so I started this the longest time ago. Back in 2017. And I was planning on completing it as being one of my 1,000 completed anime, but because I could only find the first 3 episodes online, I had to stop there. But then eventually I found the rest of it, and it was garbage. I wouldn't recommend it. It's it's short, but yeah, it's garbage. It's like set in this fantasy world. It's kind of harem-ish, but it's not like a proper harem with a guy with a whole bunch of girls. It's like there's a couple girls who kind of like him, but it's not. There's no real romance or anything, and there's nothing really there. There's nothing really enjoyable. After that, I watched Kokoro Yoho, or Heart Forecast, and this is an anime. It's a music video. It's actually a really good music video. It's like Valentine's Day kind of thing. Oh, released in January, but it's very cute, very Valentine's Day. Oh yeah, Pink Valentine. A commercial for Latte Gana chocolates. I can totally see that. And even though it is just a commercial, it's really well done. It's really cute. So yeah, I would recommend it. It's very pink. It's very cute. Good music video. One of my favorite music videos, even. And after that, I watched Cowboy Bebop on Cowboy Bebop. It's Cowboy Bebop. There's a lot of things to talk about here. But yeah, Cowboy Bebop is you probably know what Cowboy Bebop's about. It's about cowboys in space, and they always keep searching for money, like they're bounty hunters actually. So they've watched this TV show that shows who currently has a bounty on their head, and then whoever it is, they go and try to shoot them, and usually I think the rolling average is breaking even. That it might be that they spend money on like fuel and food and that kind of stuff to chase down someone, and then when they actually get to them, then they have to like share the bounty and end up with as much money as it costs to find them. Anyway, and so it's not like they're getting rich off of this. but it's what they do, and they don't really have any other options. It's not like doing odd jobs or something is a good idea for them. It's because what they do is bounty hunting, and when you get one bounty, it's a lot of money all at once, but it just takes a long time to get something like that, because especially since even if they're chasing someone down, I'm going to chase someone down for a while and then miss that. So yeah, like that's also why it's a rolling average, is that they don't get every bounty they set out to get. Yeah, it's an interesting show, and it is slice of life, or it's episodic anyway. Which maybe makes it slice of life, because even though like it is action, like there is this action happening of them hunting down these people who have done bad things, but it's it's not like there is this overarching plot of doing this thing. It is, each episode has its own story, and they don't really have an overarching story. So it's similar to Mushishi in that kind of way, where it's like it's not cute girls doing cute things. It's more of this sort of high tier career sort of thing that's actually really interesting to watch, but also doesn't have a story to it, which is interesting. It's unique. There's not too many anime out there like it. It's a very manly slice of life, if you can even call it slice of life. But I mean, slice of life kind of has a subjective definition, but still, it seems sort of in that genre, and it's very cool. I liked it, enjoyed it. It reminds me a lot of Naruma Daikon Brothers, which I know is like 10 years younger than it, but I saw Cowboy Bebop much more recently, so that's why it reminded me of Naruma Daikon Brothers rather than the other way around. But yeah, it's a cool anime. I would recommend it to people. Not that a huge amount of people haven't seen it. Well, I mean, probably most people in the world haven't seen it, but in terms of people who have been in the anime viewing like fandom for people who have been watching anime for a while, probably have already seen it. So it's not like I really need to go in depth of trying to recommend it to you, but I just think it's a cool anime. Oh, and also, wait, that's a spoiler. Yeah, but it's a cool anime. Also, yeah, Faye Valentine is a cool character, but her yeah, she has some interesting things about her that would be spoilers, but yeah. Also, she doesn't wear a huge amount of clothing, and because of that, apparently someone got in trouble for trying to cosplay as her, because of it like sexualizing women or something, and it's like, it's a character though. Just let me, just let them dress up. But yeah, it's a cool anime. There's obviously blood in it and stuff because of the kind of work they do. So if you're an action fan and you don't mind something not having a plot, it would also work that way. Yeah, it's a cool show. And it's also the founder of my anime list's favorite anime, which is why it has an ID of 1 on my anime list, meaning that it is the first anime to ever go up on the database. And because AniList originally ported over all of my anime list titles and their IDs, that's why on AniList it's also an ID of 1, because yeah, I don't know who the founder of AniList is or what their favorite anime is, but they ported it over from Mal, so they get a Cowboy Bebop as their number one. So that's interesting little trivia. After that, I watched Tokyo Autumn Session, and that is a music video, and it was also a really good music video. I really liked it, and it's related to the 10 centimeters apart, which is a lot worse. I really preferred the music video. It was a good music video. I don't have a ton to say about it though, but I did like it. And then after that, I watched some TV shorts. Kitaro Shonen no Yokai Eniki, which is an anime about girl living with yokais and stuff. It wasn't very good, honestly. I don't have much to say on it. It's just I didn't like it. After that, I watched Kizumonogatari, the first one, Kizumonogatari I, and it was pretty good. Yeah, I liked it. I thought it was about on par with Bakemonogatari. It was it's still not as good as second season. The second season was awesome, very good show. But I still liked it. It was pretty decent. Yeah. I liked it. I really do appreciate the fact of just being able to see, why everything is the way it is in Bake, because we didn't get to see the main character become a vampire or what Shinobu's backstory was. So we got to see a lot of interesting stuff. And obviously you're not supposed to watch Kizumonogatari first, but most people say that you are supposed to watch it directly after Bake. You're not supposed to save it until nearly the end, like it was aired. And I can totally see that. I can totally see watching it, having only seen Bakemonogatari, and you would totally understand it and you would appreciate it. I did watch it nearly at the end of the franchise because I watched it in airing order, and I appreciated it mostly because of just it's kind of filling in that gap of the story. I know, obviously they took 8 years to make it, and a lot of that was because of the animation and just how intense the action and stuff was. I didn't really appreciate it for those reasons. I liked it mostly for the narrative. If they had done it as even a series of TV specials or something, or even done it as a TV series, I wouldn't have minded at all. But I know a lot of people do prefer it the way it is, and that's fine. Some of the character designs are quite different than the rest of the series. I think it's Hanekawa's breasts are larger than they are normally, and her breasts also play a fairly large part of the plot, which didn't particularly appreciate. It does characterize Araragi as being a bit of a pervert, which I guess is important for the show, but it's I don't know. It's these kind of parts of the plot that didn't really enjoy. And obviously Shinobu has some designs of her that are not like the rest of the show. Like she has this kind of like overly childish kind of version of her that doesn't have the long hair, and I don't really like that design quite as much. I kind of prefer her as her normal self, whereas her teen self is very cute. Um, yeah, it's yeah, and then there's the second part, which is also pretty decent. Yeah. Um, and and then finally we get to Rokujouma no Shinryakusha TV, because there's apparently some short that no one has watched that came before the TV series. But anyway, it's named as Invaders of Rokujouma, and they live in the Corona house, which was a little weird considering when I watched it, and the Corona was coming about, and it's like, oh, I wouldn't want to live in a Corona house. But yeah, it is a harem, but all of the characters they make to be very unique. So it's not like you just have a whole bunch of same faces, and it's like the whole premise is just that he is surrounded by pretty girls, and it doesn't matter who they are. We have all of these very different characters. Like we have a magical girl, like a literal magical girl, but she keeps on getting confused by people as being a cosplayer, but she tries to make it apparent to them that she isn't, and that she truly is a real magical girl. Oh, and also the reason why there's all these girls who end up in this one guy's room is because the magic concentration. No, I think it's just all these different things just happen to coincide with this one room. And I think there's even like an isekai portal in his room for some reason, because that makes sense. And yeah, all the girls are very cute. They have interesting personalities and interesting things in general, because a lot of them are not humans, even though they look kind of humanoid. Well, they all look very humanoid, and that's kind of the point. But yeah, they're real cute. I do like Yulika, the magical girl. She's very cute. Yeah, and and plot wise, well, there's not a ton of a plot. It's kind of just him trying to get along with all these girls. These girls trying to get along with each other, not getting each other's ways, since they all have this one room that they are forced to share, but they would all really rather monopolize. And so yeah, it's just interesting seeing the antics between all these different girls who want the magical powers of this one room that for some weird reason has all these magical powers to it. And then this one guy who's just kind of swept up in this. And obviously with how cute the girls are, he has some attractions to them, and some of them have attractions to him as well. Yeah, I enjoyed it. If you really hate harem, you're probably not gonna like it. It's not like it's a deconstruction of harem. It's just a good harem. Like, it's definitely above average. It's not like, yeah, something just absolutely amazing or something that you would enjoy even if you hate harems. But if you like harems and you're looking for your next harem to watch, I would recommend this one. It's better than most of the harems out there. Yeah, it's a good anime. And think I've been talking for long enough. I'm glad that I was finally able to catch up with publishing all the ones I recorded. Eventually, I'll actually be able to record them as I watch the anime, which will be exciting. And then it'll be more like a real journal instead of this kind of weird podcasty thingy that no one watches. Anyway, thank you for watching. Hope to see you again next time, and goodbye.